YouTubers, how the hell's it going? Kearnz here with another shave video. Today we are going to be using Stirling Spice. Now I apologize for the noise. I'm hoping to get this fan thing fixed, but if it doesn't sound too bad when I watch this later, or at least turn it on, then we'll just keep growing with it because the lighting's not too bad in here with this. So like I said, we're going with Stirling Spice. The scents for this, best thing I can tell you, go grab a thing of Old Spice because that's what we're going to be using for the aftershave. If you want to know what Stirling Spice smells like, get yourself some of this. Most people will say it smells kind of like their grandpa. That'll take you back in time, I guess. And then today the razor we're going to be using is the vintage Finedge razor. I don't have a whole lot of history on this company. This razor came to me as a gift from an old school barber that was kind of, I guess, liquidating some of the stuff out of their store, and it's probably not the most reputable of brands. It's got a nice edge on it thanks to SMG, and we'll be giving that a whirl. It'll be the first time I've shaved with this one since I got it back, so hopefully all goes well. So I'm going to be using the Haircut and Shave Company 26mm synthetic brush. We've already got this thing loaded up. It's pretty much a lather monster too, so without further ado, we'll wet the face. I'm going to use the cube again as the pre-shave, just because it's been working, and why upset the apple cart. So, hope everybody's been having a good week. Midweek for me, but I don't have to go into work at normal time today because my son has a football game, and so ironically enough I was asked yesterday if I would run the scoreboard, and it's like, damn, you know, I love going there and I love sitting in the booth where I don't have to wear a mask, but at the same time you don't get to watch the game the way you normally would, because now you got to watch it from an analytics standpoint as opposed to being a fan or a parent. So it's going to be different, but he's been playing a lot on defense. He's starting safety. Now he's going to be one of the starting wideouts, so hopefully a few passes get thrown his way. His team's still trying to find their footing, to say the least, right now. They're young, 7th graders, so it's one of those schools that doesn't have youth tackle football, so when they play against schools that do, they still haven't had much of a season of being hit, so they don't know exactly what to expect or how to recover from it. So get lathered up real quick, and I am gonna put you guys on hold during the in-between so that I don't eat up a whole lot of time. I normally don't do straight razor shaves 2 days in a row. However, I noticed I missed a spot here near the mustache, trimming it up, so I figured that was the easier way than trying to sit there and manipulate a DE. So, and like I said before, if I got to make a call to the bullpen because I either cut myself up or anything else, then the holy black DE is gonna come rescue me. So, anyway, this soap just lathers up so nicely. I mean, I might have to add just a little bit of water, but not much. But yeah, I mean, and I'll tell you, I gotta give a thank you out to my wife for getting me this this nice lather bowl. I mean, with the gray and white marbling color, you can't see too much. Well, I guess the bottom you guys can. Kind of the same pattern inside. It's been very nice. I guess it'll help save me time of doing face lathering, so as long as I don't bullshit too much, then the videos shouldn't sit there and be too lengthy. or at least I'm hoping not. So, without further ado, let's get this party started. Well, wait, I missed one spot, and I'm going to clean up the lobes just a little bit. And it's going to be a big difference from the near wedge I was using yesterday. This is hollow ground, so it's going to be obviously making more noise, but I got to be a little more careful with it because of the square point. So I've kind of grown real fond of the barber's notch wedge, or barber's notch razors. So anyway, without further ado, here we go. Pass number 1. Shoot. My towel got accidentally got shoved into the drawer, so right. And yes, Serge, I am trying to take your advice and making a little bit longer strokes as opposed to the short, choppy ones. I know that the more you sit there and pull the blade away from your face, the more when you bring it back you're likely to cut yourself. So I'm trying. Yeah, it looks like this lighting in here is never going to be picture perfect. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are hearing it, but this thing is doing quite a bit of singing. You're giving a lot more feedback than, like I said, than that wedge did yesterday. So, I guess that sound kind of always makes me think, oh no, here comes the blood. And I did end up nicking myself just a little bit yesterday right in here, so there could very well be some bloodletting today. Hopefully no more than that. Looks like I did end up getting one of those little zits that I busted up yesterday, so you'll have that. And you know, I still being very, very new to this, you're gonna cut yourself. I mean, I wouldn't, if I was totally scared to death of doing this, then I sure as hell wouldn't be doing it. Okay, I'm going to put you guys on hold and I will be right back after we get rinsed up and relathered. Okay, we are back. We're going to go for pass number 2 against the grain. Open this bad boy back up and oh, my hands are just a little bit slippery. We need to wipe these out because last thing in the world I want is a square point razor in my hand and slippery fingers. Okay, so I don't know why every single time I bring you guys back and I completely forget to clean these lobes off. Not that I usually end up needing to tug on them during this part, but at any rate, here we go. I think that's the scariest part of this, a straight razor shave for me, is just finding the right angle right there at the first touch on the against the grain in the middle. Damn pesky hair right in here, which grows out, and then same thing on the other side, and then right down in here where it grows kind of in. You know, I see Paul lather me whiskers doing those J hooks, and I'm still just a bit nervous to give that a try just yet. So I need to get a lot more dialed in on my technique and skills before I even attempt to try and something of that nature. I've still definitely been working on making sure that I'm not trying to force the whole blade to make contact with my skin in order to do this, because that was my first fatal flaw when I started. I apologize about the lighting, guys. I just can't have this phone too far in the middle of the screen or I can't end up seeing what I need to see, but at the same time, if I'm recording this to try and track it for my own progress down the road, I'm not going to be seeing what I need to see, which, you know, kind of hinders you as a viewer and me as trying to track my progress here. You know what, let's just put this in the right hand. We need to work on that anyway. And what's the big deal about practicing with the right hand now? I'm already cut up from yesterday, so it's not like I'm gonna, hopefully, knock on some sort of wood, do any more damage. I'm sure that's gonna make my dogs bark, just wait. We have I have 4 English Bull Terriers, and one of which thinks she owns the whole neighborhood, and so every time we let her out, she's worn this huge dirt path in the back of our yard along our fence line. One of our neighbors has a little yard yapper, I'm not sure what it is, and then a very nice Rottweiler, and of course Gidget just she doesn't give a damn. She thinks that she's, you know, queen shit on Turd Hill, if you will, so. But I'll tell you what, for little or no history on this razor company, I mean, there's very little. You see some listings on eBay, but you don't really see anything about the company itself. This razor isn't performing too badly. I mean, it's not like I have a wealth of experience as a base for comparison, but for what I needed it for, it's doing the job. So I'm gonna put you guys on hold. I'll rinse up, lather up, and we'll be back for pass number 3. Okay guys, time for the third and final pass. Hands are still slippery again. But this time I caught it before I put the razor in my hand, and I'm getting the lobes cleaned up. So maybe I'm growing up, slowly but surely. I'm hoping like hell that I can get this stuff done and everything else before my little guy wakes up. I got an 8-month-old who I laid down just a little bit ago, and it seems like he's waking up in about 1.5 hour shifts. So, alright, so here we go on pass number 3. Something about that third and final pass is just fucking love it. Maybe you guys get that feeling too, I don't know. Those of you that do this, any of you ladies, like my awesome tattoo artist Jess, who's probably watching this, thanks for watching. If you guys like this, please feel free to like below, subscribe if you want. I am working on my production quality. But being a father of 4 and a working man at the same time, I'm somewhat limited on my technological knowledge as far as some of this stuff goes. So my hat's off to you guys who do, you know, put awesome thumbnails and everything all over the screen and everything else. I mean, I hope one day be able to do that kind of stuff. Just like I said, I'm so much a work in progress on just the skills of this alone that I haven't had a chance to work on the production quality side of things. So, damn sideburn bullshit. Did I do it? No. Whew. Yeah, this was there yesterday too. This and that. I had 1 or 2 others right down in here. So as long as I end up getting through this last bit of it, I'll be thankful for using a hollow grind razor that didn't gash me up too bad. Oh, maybe I did end up getting that one little spot like I thought. And it's barely even there. It's going to close up on its own. I don't think I need to get the styptic after that. Alright, now clean up the chin. I already cleaned that up apparently. Okay, cool. Well, I will rinse off and we'll get into the post shave. Okay, so we are back. So, I guess I did miss one little spot right there, and you know what? I'm not getting out the straight razor to clean that one little pinky doohickey up. So, courtesy of the Holy Black, one of the heaviest DE razors there are, solid brass. So, at any rate, there we go. We're good to go. I forgot one thing back here that I needed to grab. I don't know why I seem to be forgetting this quite a bit lately. A great pre-game to the post-shave of theirs. Not so sure it necessarily takes away the burn, but I guess it's just a little bit of added good skin food. And like I said, we'll see how long I can tolerate this mustache. Or how long my wife will tolerate it before I'm told to get rid of it. And so, like I said, because of the fact that this stuff smells so much like old school Old Spice, and I ordered the sample, I'm not going to end up ordering their aftershave until I order the full-size tub. So, the one I'm actually looking forward to trying is Stirling's Varin, their faux jour that they came out with. I smell that stuff. That stuff smells fucking awesome. So if you guys are into faux jour scents, definitely look into that. Like I said, with Stirling's price, you really can't go wrong. So, but anyway, guys, I gotta get my little guy up. And I gotta get to picking up my oldest son since I got a football game to be to. So, yeah, damn. There we go. So, anyway, keep the shaves clean and keep them wet.